What's up, guys? Welcome back to Almost Function 40K. Here with some more Grotmas Day 16. We have the Legion of Excess for Slaanesh. So far, I did the other three detachments for Demons already. Nurgle, I wasn't real impressed with. The other two seem like they could be decent, pretty strong, if played right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the Legion of Excess. All right, so their detachment rule is Beguiling Aura. Legion demonic Slaanesh units from your army are eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which they fell back. Okay, that's a good rule. Seductive Gambit. Legion demonic Slaanesh units from your army have the following ability. Seductive Gambit. Each time this unit ends a charge move, you can declare it will perform as a Seductive Gambit. If you do, until the end of the turn, this unit does not have the Fight's First ability, but instead, each time a model in this unit makes an attack, you can re-roll the hit roll, and you can re-roll the wound roll. All right, so you give up Fights First, and you try to get reroll hit and wound. All right, so yeah, on the charge, because you gain fight first on the turn. So you charge in, and instead of getting the extra hits, or the fight first, you get reroll hit and reroll wound, which lets your opponent hit you first. But I guess if you're trying to kill something big, that maybe like a Land Raider or a Leman or something that doesn't have a lot of combat back, that could be useful. If you're going into a combat unit, you probably still want to swing first. But I guess that's cool to have that option. Then we have enhancements. We have False Majesty, which is an aura. Legion Demonicus Slaanesh model only, while a friendly Legion Demonicus Slash unit, excluding monsters, is within 6 inches of the bearer. Each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the wound roll. All right, +1 to wound for all infantry based, well, all non-monsters. That seems like a good strat, or a good enhancement, which is why they put it at 30 points. Dreaming Crown, another aura, Legion Demonicus Slaanesh model only, while a friendly Legion Demonicus Slash unit, excluding monster, is within 6 inches of the bearer. Each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the hit roll. So 2 different characters, spend 60 points, 30 on each. Basically give +1 to hit, +1 to wound to everybody near them. If you keep them, their units near each other, so you can buff back and forth. We have Avatar of Perfection, Legion Demonicus Slaanesh monster model only. Start of the fight phase, if there are no other friendly units within 6 inches of the bearer, you can reroll advance rolls made for the bearer, reroll charge rolls made for the bearer, ignore any or all modifiers to its move characteristics, and to any advance and or charge rolls made for the bearer. All right, so if he's not near anything else, basically any of your movements can't be modified, and you get to reroll 2 advances and charges. All right, and then we have Soul Glutton, Legion Demonicus Slaanesh monster model only. At the end of the fight phase, if 1 or more enemy units were destroyed this phase as a result of 1 or more Bear's attacks, it can use as enhancement. If it does, it regains up to D3 lost wounds. Oh, that's not bad for 10 points. Honestly, all these enhancements are really good. Then we have stratagems. We have Thieves of Pain. Any phase just after attack or mortal wound is allocated to a model in the Legion Demonicus Slaanesh unit from your army, excluding monsters. That unit, select 1 other friendly Legion Demonicus Slash unit within 12 of your unit. Until the end of the phase, while the selected unit is on the battlefield, each time a model in your unit would lose a wound, inflict 1 mortal wound on the selected unit instead. So you pass wounds over to a different unit near you. All right, so you can't put this strat onto a monster, but it looks like you could pick a monster to pass wounds off to. That's interesting. Then we have Phantasmal Longing, your movement phase or charge phase, 1 Legion Demonicus Slaanesh unit from your army. Until the end of the phase, each time a model unit makes a move, it can move through terrain features. Right, all the demon detachments had some version of that. We have Archagonists. All right. Fight phase, 1 Legion Demonicus Slaanesh monster unit, or up to 2 Legion Demonicus Slash units, excluding monsters from your army that have not been selected to fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a model in one of those units makes an attack, add 1 to the wound roll. All right, so for 2 CP, you can give a monster or 2 units, up to 2 units, +1 to wound. That's expensive with 2 CP. You can also get that from the enhancement, which might be the better way to do it, because spend a 2 CP. Although if you'd only do it like once a game in a key spot, maybe. Cavalcade of Blades. Your charge phase just after a Legion Demonicus Slaanesh unit from your army ends a charge move. That Slaanesh unit, select one enemy unit within engagement range of your unit, then roll 1d6 for each model unit that is within engagement range of that enemy unit, or roll 66 instead if your unit is a monster unit. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Alright, so basically Hammer of Wrath for your unit, or Combat Grenade for a monster. Decent. Especially if you go in with a monster, because I think monsters can take shock. I could be wrong on that, but you could basically spend 2 CP and double mortal wound into something, which would be really, really nice. But I could be wrong about I don't really run monsters. I could be wrong about monsters being able to tank shock. Sensory Excrucian. Your command phase, one Legion Demonicus Slaanesh monster unit from your army that's on the battlefield. Each unit on the battlefield that is within your army Shadow of Chaos must take a battle shock test, subtracting 1 from the test if they are below half strength. This strategy forces all the friendly and enemy units alike within your army Shadow of Chaos to take battle shock tests. This can allow a Chaos Demon player to heal units from their army through Demonic Terror army rule, at the risk of causing some of their own units to become battle shocked. Alright, so this just hits everybody in the shadow, even yours. That seems like a I'm losing and need to turn something type strat, but I guess it's good to have. Overwhelming Excess. Your opponent's shooting phase just after your unit selected as targets. One Legion's Demonicus Slaanesh unit from your army that was selected as target of one or more of the attacking unit's attacks. The attacking unit must take a battle shock test. Subtract a 1 from the result. If the test is passed, until the end of the phase, each time a model in the attacking unit makes an attack that targets your unit, subtract 1 from the hit roll. If the test has failed, in addition to being battle shocked until the end of the phase, the attacking unit cannot select your unit as target of any attacks. That unit can then select new targets for any attacks that targeted your unit. Okay, that's a pretty good strat. So giving a -1 to hit, just guaranteed, and possibly making it so they have to choose a different target. And are battle shocked and can't use strats on themselves. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, so other than Nurgle one, I like all these detachments. This one has really good enhancements, some solid strats. Army Rule gives you some versatility there. Fallback and charge is good. So not tying stuff up. Yeah, so I think other than Nurgle, and maybe I'm completely wrong, someone tells me if they disagree, but I think the other 3 detachments are pretty good. I just didn't see it in Nurgle, but I could be missing something that's sitting there right in front of my eyes. But with that being said, thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and we will catch you next time.